Hi, it's Empress Rose. Welcome to our little itty bitty tiny little tarot reading, midweek reading. All right, I'm going to use my new little deck here. It's all contained in this little owl. Right, and I'm going to draw 5 cards. First card, Page of Pentacles. Let's see if we can get that to focus. No, it's tiny. This is the Page of Pentacles. This could be about a child, about someone who's new to some kind of world. Maybe you're new. Maybe this is your new job. Maybe this is a new world, but it's a new reality. Someone's new to it. There's a lot of awe and excitement. And, oh, no, I don't know about excitement. There's curiosity for sure. We're not quite sure what to make of it, actually. I don't really feel like he's like excited. I think he's sort of trying to figure it out, trying to figure out this new reality. Could be a child, could be you in a new reality, just trying to figure it out. What is this? What have I discovered? What have I found? What is in my hands? It's very physical, very real world. So we have this person. Oh my goodness, we have a Page of Cups. 2 pages. Look in there. This one, they're both very curious about what on earth is this. Look, they're facing each other. One's very emotional, one's very practical. They're both new. There's that excitement, curiosity, the beginner energy. They're beginning something, but one's really exploring feelings, and maybe some very strange, unusual feelings, and the other one's being very practical, but isn't quite sure. It's like they both have puzzle pieces, and neither of them knows what it's for. They just have a little bit. These two are on a new journey together, I feel like. But they both have something that the other one needs. They have something that the other one needs. 2 kids here. One's super emotional, one's super practical. One's an earth sign, one's a water sign. And then we have Ace of Wands. Wow, we've got Pentacles. There's so much new energy here. It's like exciting new energy, new thoughts, new ideas, like inspired energy. It's almost like co-creators, and they need each other. And there's this inspired new energy, this inspired new idea. One of them's kind of looking at more of the practical aspects, and one of them's looking at these emotional aspects, or how does this feel? How do I feel about this? Oh my goodness, it's a new idea has entered the room. And everybody's a little like surprised by it, shocked by it, wondering, trying to figure out how this is even going to work. But there's 2 people here. They're both having a new idea. It's almost like 2 kids spark a plan. All right. Oh no. 5 of Swords. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, this was so fun and exciting, and now we've got, well, I've got to get mine. It's almost like two people were playing together. They were having a lot of fun, and maybe they were co-creating and developing an idea, or they were just having a lot of fun. It was like a new conversation, a new relationship, and then someone was like, well, you're either going to play this game my way or I'm going home. So we have the Swords. We have all 4 suits here on the table. The Pentacles, the Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Swords. We have all of them. So it's unfortunate. This 5 of Swords is unfortunate. It's like, I'm going to take my swords and go home. I'm going to take my toys and go home. Why? Because it was so fun. I mean, there were some practical things that we were trying to figure out. We were trying to figure out how we feel. We were trying to figure out some sort of new world, and then someone just kind of goes, well, no, I don't want to share, actually. So like I was saying, these 2 pages are entering a new situation. And it's like one of them got really insecure and thought that they needed to make a decision for themselves. Like they have to choose what's right for themselves. But it was all this excited new energy. And now it's like, well, I got to do what's right for me. And that's not you. It's like maybe they didn't see the value in co-creating, because it's someone who's decided to not co-create. I don't see a reason for it right here. It just seems like they just suddenly don't. It's reminding me of like those shows where people like create alliances but there can only be one winner. So at some point, the alliance has to fall away because the alliance has to be broken and one person has to win. So you can have an alliance for a while and it's very fun and exciting and cool, but at the end of the day, only one person's going to win this. So this can also be like Pyrrhic victories of like, okay, I won that argument, but you needed what the other person had. It's just somewhat incomprehensible why someone would just suddenly decide to think only of themselves. But, you know, there are good situations in which you have to do that. This doesn't look like one of them. This just looks like maybe everyone's in a situation where, you know, because those contests aren't set up for infinite cooperation. They're set up as one winner. Like, and that's just a premise of the game that they're playing, is there's only one winner. So it didn't have to be that way. Nobody likes the situation. Someone's losing a friend because everybody's lost friends. Like the whole shebang is kind of over, and a big wet blanket goes on everything. All right. And then this card, the Hanged Man. Wait. That's interesting. Hanged Man, which you can't see, which is very blurry because it's a tiny little tarot reading. The Hanged Man, just wait. You have to just wait something out. Maybe someone's just like, I just can't do this right now. And this could also just be hanging out. Yeah, it's like you were being punished or something. And you're having all sorts of realizations, maybe about the person, about who they really were, about what's gone on here. You're having realizations, like things were going great. We had this great idea. And then suddenly someone gets very much into, there are winners and there are losers. There is a winner and there are losers. Everybody, if I'm going to be the winner, everybody else has to be the loser. It's a lose-lose situation. It's very opposite of a win-win situation. It's a lose-lose situation. And you're having a lot of realizations about this. You're starting to understand maybe this person's mindset, what they were thinking or what happened. Because like, I'm just boggled by this, mind boggled by this. I'm like, what just happened? This was so much fun, youthful, playful energy, a lot of excitement, maybe even some flirtation. I don't know. And then somebody puts the kibosh on it and it's just like, yeah, this win-win situation is now going to be a win-lose. I'm the winner, you're the loser, and I don't care if I give up this friendship for this situation. And so you're having a lot of realizations about, I think what happened, because this felt very incomprehensible to me. Where is this? This seems so out of the blue to me. Like, who decided this had to be a win-lose situation? Who decided we had to have one winner and a bunch of losers? Who decided that you winning was more important than these relationships? And there are situations where that's the case, but this was very incomprehensible behavior on someone's part. And I think you are figuring stuff out, but it's in your head. No one's coming at you and being like, I don't know, I'm so sorry. I was just raised with this mentality that you have to put money over friendship. And so I did that. Or, you know, I was getting pressure from other people that this was a dumb idea. So I decided just to take the idea. Oh, someone could steal your idea. Someone could be stealing your idea and they don't care what happens to the friendship, because these are swords. These are thoughts, ideas, words. This could also be someone not letting you speak or not wanting to hear what you have to say and just kind of taking charge of a situation. And sometimes that's great. It's like, well, we can either have this prolonged fight or I can just go, or I can just put the kibosh on this or whatever. But it could be because everything's so exciting and there are these new ideas. It could be someone stealing the idea or just not wanting to cooperate with you. Now that you've given me your idea, I'm going to go take it and do my own thing. It's just very suspicious. And it's dawning on you what has happened and what has occurred here. Like, someone has behaved very badly, suddenly, inexplicably. They're not telling you what happened or why they made the decisions they did or how they were raised or what scenario they were in. You're just having to kind of think this through and figure it out. I'm not comfortable leaving it there, so we're going to grab one more card here. Okay, practical considerations. Well, now what are you going to do? Like, you've had a realization. I think you thought things were going fine, a little confusing, but fine. And then practical considerations. Now that once you realize what's happened, once you realize that somebody didn't care how you felt about them, about their relationship with you, they made decisions where they specifically did not care about how you felt. Once you're having this realization, now you have practical considerations. You have to figure out, what are you going to do with this information? What are you going to do with this realization that you've had? Maybe a timeout. Maybe you just kind of take a break for a while and you're like, what happened? And you try to figure it out. It seems like it's out of the blue to you and you're just trying to figure this out. But once you do, now there's some practical steps you can take, but you got to wait till you figure it out or wait till the understanding arises. Something like that. Okay. And then we're going to take from the Animal Spirit deck. And I'm going to just cut the deck right here. Very clear cut. See the big picture. Interesting, because we have you sort of getting a different picture, a different understanding of something as you hang upside down and the blood rushes to your head. And your head is full of ideas and understanding. Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. So yeah, there maybe is some conflict, but you need to get a better perspective, get a bigger perspective, a larger perspective. Look at all the players in the situation. What do they all want? Because that's what we have a little bit of here is we have 3 different people involved in this situation. They all wanted different things. This person kind of ends the whole thing with making a sort of an executive decision that cuts everybody else and doesn't let anybody else have a say. So you got to look at the bigger picture here. And I like how this card is like the big card and all these cards are little. And this is like, look at the big picture. It's a giraffe. It's big. It's tall. It's up in the trees. It's not these little pictures. It's not this little thing. It's a big, so literal. It's so fun. Okay. Well, look at the big picture. Don't get wrapped up in this little detail here, but look at the overall big picture, especially as you make your practical decisions forward. All right. Hope that was great and wonderful for you and useful. Ciao.